found this bed for $300 and the nightstand down to the right. Got it home, took it all apart, and started cleaning it because it was pretty filthy. So I just scrubbed away and then saw where the major dings were and used the Mohawk epoxy putty stick and just filled in where there were some really major dents and dings in this bed. And then I'm trying this brand new primer on this project. So this primer is fairly thick. Might hide some issues pretty well. Definitely think I probably will just need one coat. This brush also so great to get in these corners, to get in all these little, there's so much detail, and these work really great of getting in there. It's a zebra, it's this brush right here. Looks like a triangle. So I'm going to do one coat and just kind of see how this dries overnight. I'm gonna try to get into dings like this and just kind of see how much. It doesn't really necessarily fill it in, but I can see that ding and any others a little easier with the primer. And then I could come in and do some more filling because I'm still gonna have to sand. That's drying over there. Down here, that epoxy is drying. So that's what I'm gonna do. And these possibly are middle. I don't really know, but I might highlight them later. For now though, I just want to paint and seal everything in. I let it dry for a while. I was really impressed with this primer, so I continued with the rest of the bed. As you can see, the headboard is quite large, but the bed itself, the footboard and the headboard, plus the ornate details wrap around. It's not just painting like a front. You're painting the front and the back and the sides and everything. So it took a minute. There's no right way or wrong way, honestly, at this point to do anything. Like, if you're painting stuff, have fun. Now, obviously, if you are painting and then selling the furniture, sure, I would definitely say that there's right and wrong ways to do things, because you want the furniture to last, you don't want it to chip, etc. Now, I could have come in, I could have done an all-in-one paint on this, I could have just spray painted it. I mean, you could do anything. Now, I want this piece to last. This is going to be my main bed. I have 4 animals, and you never know, depending on health issues. There were a few years that I literally lived in bed. So I want to make sure that not only is it durable, easy to get in and out, but I also want to make sure that it's comfortable and chip resistant, scratch especially resistant because of dogs and little kitty nails. So I don't mind that this piece, like, I mean, this is real time. It's going to take me a long time to do. I'm also doing it in the middle of fixing up a brand new to me, but 100-year-old house. So is this going to be done in a day or a weekend? Hell no. not in my timeline. Because I also want this, I've been looking for a set like this for extremely long time. I mean, there's been years that I've been looking at old Victorian beds. I think there's a company, I can't think of the name. Haunt something. They have these like really extravagant, very cool, goth Victorian looking elaborate beds. Super expensive. And if you've been here for a little while, you know that I am frugal. I wouldn't necessarily say cheap because I do spend money when I need to. But spending $4,000 plus on a bed frame doesn't really make sense to me. That's what we got for priming right now. I'm also trying out this new primer. I'm very impressed so far. I will go take a video of how durable it is after a week setup, and it's super easy to clean, which is probably one of the most important things to me. All right. Okay, after about like 10 days, this was like one coat, 10 days drying time. Metal, obviously. Watch. That's good. Like, I mean, that's some good primer. Good primer. I still need to sand right here where I did the epoxy putty and then redo that. But for one coat of primer and 10 days, like, that's pretty good. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, first, this brush is excellent. But you want to get in here, get all the little crevices. Make sure you cover all the primer. Just a light, thin coat. That way when you come do like the second coat, you don't really have to, you can pay more attention to like brush strokes, etc. Because if you just do this or this, see how right here it leaves, like right here, it leaves the primer if you just like do this. And sure, if you're going for like, if this was a dark primer and you're going for a light paint, that could work. But with this, you actually want to come in and do all those grooves first, then come in with your next coat to like worry about coverage. So it's kind of messy, a little time consuming, but all worth it because I'm probably gonna come back and do highlights. So I really want the lower parts to be black. Also, you wanna do thin coats. I'll show you why. Let's see, right here. So if you do this with a thick coat, it puddles. Can you see how it puddles right here? See all that? You don't want that. So you want to come in and do real light. Did you see a drip right there? That's why. You don't want that. So now see, then just come back and do a second coat. Okay, from this point on, it's just pictures, no video of progress photos. I didn't film a ton of the process of the bed because I was building a giant privacy fence at the same time. The photos will show like each layer of the bed that it, went through to get to the final finished piece. And I just really wanted to make sure that I at least documented the transformation, even when I couldn't like film the actual process. Now, I will have the nightstand video coming up, and that goes into more of the technique of like the blending and the finishes I used. This video is basically the overall build and vision of the room coming together. And remember, like everything I do is on a tight budget and is built like slowly and mostly from secondhand finds. This entire house is going to be coming together from Facebook Marketplace and thrift stores and old pieces that friends give me or that I find on the street, um, all done in like a dark, moody, Gothic, maximalist, hectic little world that I live in. So if you like all of that and want to come along, then subscribe. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye bye.